Hello, toy friends. Welcome back and welcome to the 1A team. I'm Will, you're you, and this is Jim Largo. Hey, Jim, how's it going, man?
Hey, good, Will. How you doing, buddy?
Good. You have a good weekend?
Nah, but
Yeah,
I'm here now, so
it's better now.
it's better.
Yeah, so that's pretty good. Well, we've got a pretty exciting show today. We're doing the reveals for the Chap Mei Mech contest. So I want to jump right into that. We should probably address the chat, say hi to everyone that's here, and jump right in there because we have a nice little sizzle reel that you put together. So thank you very much for that, Jim. It's beautiful, and I think everyone's going to love it.
Cool.
Sam Edwards, how are you? Who else we got?
Beta Ray Bob is here.
Hey,
We have a whole world made of cardboard,
how's it going?
and we have confused our friend because
Yes.
we're simulcasting, so we're everywhere.
We are.
You-
It doesn't
did not
matter
miss
where
the
you
point.
watch; it's appreciated either way. But
Sure.
to vote on your favorite mech, we do ask that there's a poll up in the chat of the Wilhelm Toy and Hobby channel. You could go over there and then jump right back over. We see the chat either way. So,
Yeah, just easier for us to tally the votes if it's in one spot.
Hey,
Sergeant
Zazel.
Slaughterhouse Zazel, good to see you, buddy. Who else we got going here? I think that's about got us caught up. Oh, Action Figs, our buddy Ed popping in. Happy Sunday to you, sir.
Ed, how's it going, buddy?
We'll see him
So
over
what I
at
think we're gonna-
HELLADOPE later. Oh, and Outer Multiverse
right.
is here.
Hey, Brian, how are you?
And our buddy from across
I'm
the
over
pond,
here
Boba
now.
Hicks.
So what I
Okay,
thought
now
I'd
we're
do
caught
is we're going to go right into the Delta 17, not the Delta 7, sorry. Delta 17 on my mind. We're going to go and play the reels so everyone could see all the contestants, all the great, wonderful mechs. Thank you so much for everyone that sent a mech in. But first, we're going to play a little commercial because this stream is proudly brought to you by HELLADOPE Toys. Wow, that was awesome. Great video, Jim, and awesome mechs. Every single one of you guys that sent one in, awesome job. Everyone did a great job. I love them all.
Yeah, I really like those. Some very imaginative and fun designs.
Yeah. Well, you know, the video was jamming. I know some people were banging their heads to the beats. So I figured we'd go through them one more time, just a little slower, because there are a lot of intricate details in these. And I really want everyone to see all the fine details of them. So we're going to take a look at Joe Ricondo's Bat Mech. Bat Mech. Bat Mech. It's an android inside a mech in a mech. So yeah, wonderful. This one is, I'm surprised I didn't think of this, and it's such a smart idea. I mean, he nailed it with the black and gold there.
Yeah,
He got some wires he ran to the missile launchers there. Looks excellent. He put some stickers on there. Looks great. Joe told me that he hates painting stuff, but I think he did a wonderful job. And
yeah,
I really like this detail here. If you look inside the cockpit, he added a little storage compartment for the backpack.
Yep.
That is pretty freaking cool. So it's those little details that really make the difference.
Yeah, and it totally fits with the bats. I mean, you think about Cobra had the snake armor, which was kind of like a mini mech, and then there was kind of a mech that Cobra and Joe had for a minute, right
the
around
snake armor, right? Oh, they did that later. I think in the early 2000s
Yeah.
they had some like Exo Squad looking mechs. I got one over here.
But
this is
having
a big
mech,
boy.
and then the mech and the mech thing,
Yeah.
it's a great concept. I love it.
Very cool. Very cool. I love that, you know, like I said, all the little details there. Such an awesome interpretation there. Mike C blew me away with this one. And, you know, I didn't get the theme at first, but the paint he used is kind of like, it has like this like iridescent glow. And there's tons of little details that he brought out on the mech as well. I love that he used these Final Faction Karn Swarmers. I think they're called something else, but they look great. Just mowing them down. He took these out in his backyard.
So,
I got to give someone points for going out in your yard and playing with their toys. That's
yeah.
you know.
When Oz gets invaded, who are you going to call? You're going to call the Tin Man.
That's right. And one thing to note is if you look closely, he drilled out all the missiles and he added these firing missiles, and you can see the little clear tube behind it. That is so cool. And then, you know, the copper on the tubing there, all the little rivets painted, the skulls, all the little embellishments, the teddy bear on the front, the you know, the ammo that he's carrying the 2 logs with the barbed wire to sweep and, you know, wreck these things. It's so awesome.
It reminds me of, you know, like Dorothy from Oz meets Tank Girl. It's very post-apocalyptic punk.
And, you know, there's just tons of little details on there that he went in there and put. And even, you know, on the saw blade, he did a lot of really good detail work. He even put that hook on the back for transport. That's a really good idea. I like that tow hook. So yeah, tons of great detail. And it just shows you that the mold on this mech has a lot of potential, kind of as is. So, yep. And then you get inside and you get to see the or pilot, which he told me was Dorothy. And then you've got the Tin Man is the mech, and there's Toto over to the side there. You can see him. And he put all those great accessories inside, the wrench, the boom box, the skateboard, the cooler, all that extra stuff. And he added the little handles and everything. Just fantastic. I mean, just a great. And what I really like about this contest is he even put lights inside. So he shows it lit up. So he added light features, which just looks fantastic. And what I really like about this is, of all the submissions we got, no two are alike. They're just so vastly different, but, you know, equally awesome. So I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
Looks great.
And hopefully this will inspire some other customizers out there to come up with some ideas for the next thing we do. You want to hit the chat
So-
real quick before we go
Oh
forward?
yeah, sure. Yeah. We're 2 in. Let's
So-
go ahead and take a look.
Let's see. Oh, Beta Ray is asking if we're selling out. No, we don't actually have a sponsorship with HELLADOPE. We just love those guys and want to share the love. So
Yeah.
we and a few other channels, especially around the holidays, want to encourage people to go over there and do your shopping at HELLADOPE. So Ian says, don't count his vote until he's seen everything, because he had to just pick something so the thing would quit blocking his chat. Sorry about that.
Okay.
It's goofy how they do that.
Sorry about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that I will mention that there's a link in the description. And I think we could pull up a link to that as well, just so people could bookmark it for later if they like. Gojitron did a great video on his mech. There's a little story behind it. A little fun kind of story there to the mech and its origin. So I think you might like to see that. I'm trying to find it right here. I got a link to
Goji.
it. Yeah, I got a link to it. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with Ed. It's not going to be easy. They're all really good. So it's just gonna be hard
guys, there's no big there's no high stakes here. It's just
right. It's all for fun.
This is all for fun. So just pick the one you like the most, and if Bjorn, dude, you're on it. Okay, he already linked it. Okay, so
thanks,
we got
Bjorn.
That.
Bob, I use a program called Canva when I'm putting together the videos for LARGO'S LAIR or for Wilhelm. So the music from that is part of our paid service.
They have like a
They have a whole bunch of
library,
music and stuff. Yeah. So what we'll do is we'll probably take that and put it as a separate video, and I'll put links with the names of the artists for the music on that. So
yeah, that'd be really cool.
And yep, everybody's loving it. Loving the mechs. They're good stuff.
Yeah, they really
so many
are.
awesome mechs. Indeed. Zazel's digging it.
Thank you.
Justin's in the house.
Hey, Justin, how are you?
So, yeah, I think we did good there. And what else we got going? Are you guys hearing me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay.
Are you getting some kind of feedback or?
No, it's just one of the comments. Somebody's saying,
oh, okay.
I don't know if he was saying he can't hear me or he just can't do something there, or I don't know. It's cryptic, man.
Oh. I can hear you fine. So yeah, I guess let us know if there's a problem with Jim's audio.
It's true.
Nobody beats
Joe. And nobody beats the Sarge. There would have been a tiger themed mech had Bjorn submitted one.
I don't think he could find one for some reason. McDonald's Big Mac would have been pretty funny. That would have been
awesome.
But scary
Next
too.
time.
Just paint it purple and name it Grimace. Would have been hilarious.
Oh, okay. No. It's on his end.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we've got although we have enough gremlins, it could have been on my end. You never know. So, yep. Hosea saying, missed a video of the mechs. Well, yeah, we'll put it up on Wilhelm's channel as a separate video later.
Yep, and we still got 2 mechs to go. We'll take a closer look at. I think we got Neon Superfly and Justice Jogger to go still. So
okay.
And then we'll give everyone a chance to vote. And then what we'll do is we'll move on with the show. And then right around the end, once we finish the slides, we'll name the winner.
Yep. G-Force in the house. All right, let's go see some more.
How's it going? All right. Mech my day. Frontline. Frontline's awesome. He also runs the Chap Mei Acid fan group over on Facebook. Cool guy. If you're interested in that, go check it out. He did an homage to the Halo Neon Superfly, convention exclusive. And there you see it there. There's the Warthog with the Superfly colors, and then there's Frontline's version, which looks pretty sick.
Yeah, it's a good, cool color scheme.
Yeah, it really pops. And here it is, so you can see it in all its glory. Great job on the paint on this and the decals. You even got that. We got some closer ones there. But yeah, this totally captured the essence. And there's other additional details like one, this little gunner's nest on the back, which looks awesome that the figure could jump on. Great use of a Final Faction figure there that he painted up as well. So this is not only the mech, but you got a figure custom. He went and put those kind of translucent dots on all the little missile launchers there, so they look great. I think that required a lot of work. Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, I like the blacked out canopy too. That's a nice touch.
It is. It is. I was wondering how to handle that, and he nailed it. And then there's also a lot of really nice. There's the UNSC logo on the shoulder there. I might have skipped. Well, here's one. You could see inside the cockpit. I thought I had a close up of it. I apologize. But yeah, you could see he really did a lot of good detail work inside the cockpit as well on that far right picture. Looks awesome.
The gunner's spot on the top there, I think, is really a cool addition that he made.
Oh, yeah. That's fantastic. And like I said, the custom figure, total points for that as well. And then we've got the Gojitrons, which looks freaking awesome. And, the only thing I could say is it came out so great. But, knowing the story behind it and that this was just trolling Grinded Jim, it's kind of the part that, So if you see a lot of these slides are also used in Goji's video. So, we're not going to read through the all of them, but there's a lot of great details in here as well. He went in there, did a ton of great work. The 1938 is a reference there. The colors, just, all the little rivets that he painted, just fantastic. He went in there and added lots of great details.
He even did a little bedazzling.
Points. Yeah, bonus points for trolling, Scott said.
Yeah.
So yeah, go watch Goji's video. So, but he has a whole backstory. The Jogger was a project between joint venture between Wayne Enterprises, Cord Industries, contributions from several of Superman's allies. I can't do it justice. Go watch his video. But all of the things he added here too, though, the lead alloy lined cockpit, the heads-up tactical display, purple healing ray, metal saw blade, anti-gravity lift units, the boom tube projector, solar beam array, rapid burst energy guns, and plasma burst cannon. Just fantastic. Yep. And just if you were wondering, it does fit the 118 Spin Master Superman and McFarlane's Superpowers figure. So you are 100% covered here. So you're in there. Yep. There's the original ridiculous Justice Jogger that Superman definitely needs. It's like it's hilarious. And he's got this great picture here of Darkseid getting owned and Lex trying to climb in there. So just so
the
awesome.
Original Kenner Justice Jogger was such a train wreck, terrible toy. So this is a great upgrade. This one you wouldn't mind having on the shelf, but the original Justice Jogger's like, and I don't know what they were thinking.
Yeah, I got to give Gojitron points too for going in a direction that no one else saw. It's pretty easy to apply this to a military themed line, and then he went and just blew my mind with the Justice Jogger. So, yeah, go ahead and check out the link below. There's also a link in chat. And, go watch Gojitron's video because it really, really was a blast. And you can tell he had a lot of fun. So go ahead and vote now, everyone, for your favorite. And we'll give you some time to get those votes in. And we'll take a look a little later in the show. And just for one last look, here are all the mechs. And you can take a look. You've got all four side by side so you can see them together, and just pick the one that's your favorite.
Yeah, this was a lot of fun. And when we start seeing the new acid Chap Mei stuff become more plentiful on the shelf, maybe we'll do another mech contest when everybody can get them in their hands a lot easier. Because this is a lot of
Yep.
fun.
And thank you. Thank you to everyone watching. Thank you to everyone who participated. Guys, you are great. Just fantastic. So with that, I think I'm going to go past the next part. Maybe, no, I'll just go ahead and we'll go with that. So
You want to do a little
Speaking
community
of-
corner? Or
speaking of mechs, oh yeah, you know what? Where? It's Chad.
It's funnier because Chad's not a big fan of the word community because, you know, some parts of the community can be a little goofy. So,
Yeah. Well, Chad hit me up because he made a wonderful score. So, first of all, thank you so much, Chad, for sending me the pictures. You don't know how excited I was for you in scoring this. But yeah, the story goes a little something like this. Chad was checking out the exchange on base, and they had some kick-ass Chap Mei products. And knowing Chad, he bought them all. So let's check out what he said. I did invite him on today, but he's spending a little time with family. But he did say we could go ahead and just show these pictures. And
Cool.
obviously, if you tune into his channel, you're going to see some of these later on. But I was just so psyched when he sent me these. And, you know, he was like, dude, I bought them all. And I was like, yeah, I would have too. So we got the Soldier Force jet. And this is a different jet than the little ones we're used to getting. This is a full-size jet now. And it's got the folding wings. You know, just looks badass. I think it's a great mid-size aircraft.
Yeah.
You know, only one pilot, but this is, you know, you could easily hold this in a hand. Some of my, you know, concerns with the bigger jets like the Sky Striker is if you're a kid and you're actually playing with it, it's like a two-hander. So, you know, I'm okay with them going a little smaller and, you know, kids being able to handle it with one hand.
Comes with some missiles there too, it looks like. I like that design
Oh,
better
yeah.
a little bit. They're both cool.
Yeah, and then you got this little fantastic jet here, but it comes with a little base as well. And a helicopter and a couple figures. And, you know, they always throw in some really cool accessories as well, you know, but that comes with that little tower, little flight control tower there or something. Looks awesome.
And at the price point these come at, you can do some great customizing with these. Make yourself a little fleet of silver jets if you wanted to.
Yeah, fantastic. What a score, man. And you don't see these everywhere. This rescue Coast Guard boat, fucking sweet, man. Look at it. Say what you will, but you know,
Yeah.
I think that's awesome. I love the fact that you throw these little rescue boats in and everything. They should have all of that. You know?
And a little Coast Guard cutter like that, you could customize it, make it a research vessel if you want it to be like the. Remember the one they had on the Godzilla cartoon where they all had like the little. You could even have Godzuki hanging out on the deck.
He's hanging out on the bow, near far, king of the world. All right. This is the one that blew me away. So this is something that Chad just picked up, guys. We've been talking about these for months, and they had them on base. So that means they are coming to the U.S. We will get them soon. And, you know, check it out. This is the Acidverse Beta X-Mech Mobile Mod base. This is the figures, the base, and the mech. And he was able to pick one up. So cool. So these have hit
if you are active, if you're active duty, or if you have family that's active duty, or if you're retired military, go to your Navy Exchange or your Army PX or whatever you guys have on your base. They may have them there, and they'll show up prior than they will show up in civilian stores. We're still looking at January for mass release.
And that's what Chap Mei said. So they're out in all like European markets and also like Pacific markets, but they haven't hit the US. They said they'll be out in January 2024. So pretty cool that he got to pick this up. That's awesome. So now I have more hope that these will show up in the U.S. because they're around. So excellent, excellent. And also the Beta X Mech, which comes with those cool beta bots, and that's what I love. I love to see there. I really want to get my hands on them. I forgot to pull the link, but there is a guy. I'll put the link in the comments later. But he lives in Europe, and he did videos on both these sets. It's not in English, but still you can follow along. You got a couple other ones too. But yeah, super excited. And I just can't wait. And then also they have this variation on the Dino Valley playset, which we'll see a little later in the show because me, picked one up last week. So this one is a little different. It's got a working gate, but pretty much the same dyno. It comes with a motorcycle. The one I got has an ATV and, some other features there. But it's a variation on that, the Dino Valley. Also being sold in Walmart as Kid Connection, but it's the same toy. That's pretty cool. You want to check in with chat and we'll see how everyone's doing?
We've kind of been following along as we're going. So are they selling any of the figures as singles? Not yet. However, I think the little mech robots and stuff, they might. And they're going to do mini sets. Like there's the one with the motorcycle that turns into a backpack helicopter.
They have the Spider cannon, the little mech. They all come with a figure. So like each little mini vehicle set, which I think they said was like $5 for a mini vehicle and a figure. They might be a little more in the US. I don't know. They might, but if they're $10 for a figure and a vehicle, that's not bad. $15. We saw the mech came with a figure. You probably want each one of those the beta mechs vehicles. The Spider cannon looks awesome. That other little it's like a kind of like a robot walking dog with a cannon on top. That looks awesome.
But I'm kind of like with Outer Multiverses. Like I'd like to just army build those little the robots. So hopefully they'll put those in a pack together or something.
I wish they would just do a 5-pack of them, and we could just buy them because those bots are the thing. Because there's only 2 human characters that they have so far, and they also come with each of the vehicles. So you're going to wind up with tons of the human characters. On the bot side, it's not a problem, because you could just use as many as you want there. Hey, Ratface, how are you?
Ratface in the house. He just did a good review of some of the Dreadnoks, if you're into those, for the classified line.
Hell yeah. So I was over at Walmart just last night and I saw this. And here's a new Jurassic Park vehicle for the 1/18 scale. This is called the Jurassic Park Epic Attack. No, it has a crushing feature, kind of like in the movie where the hood goes in. This one comes with a Raptor, which is kind of weird, but this is their new Epic Attack series, Ford Explorer. And it just looked really cool. It was $35, so I didn't buy it yesterday, but they had plenty on the shelf, so I figured, I could go back. Frontline, everyone loved your mech, man. It looked great. Thank you so much, guys. Frontline did the Neon Superfly. So, fantastic, dude. We've got here are the features. The hood, the roof crushes in, the hood flips open. So it's got this like battle damage gimmick, which looks pretty fun. The sunroof opens, and then I did notice this on the box on the bottom there. It says Epic Attack, and there's 2 different ones. So I see the which one is that? The one, the frills, the Dilophosaurus, right? He says, "Fetch, stupid, fetch." That might come with a Jeep, and Nedry. That was the
so
one.
This is kind of a sub line where they're gonna. It's kind of like their gimmick. Yeah, do smash and bash vehicles.
So previously, this line has only been at Target, and I think Mattel's been killing it. But for like the last 5 years, they've had 1/18 scale Jurassic Park stuff and vehicles. I have not seen them at Walmart. At Walmart, you only saw the dinosaurs. never the human figures, with a few exceptions. You know, there was like this Cretaceous, Camp Cretaceous or something. It came with the little kid figures. It was based on like an animated series or something, but
Right.
you know, pretty cool though. It's a pretty nice looking Explorer. I do see, yeah, Bjorn not too much into the gimmick. They did just release an Explorer a few years ago that came with a T-Rex, so that is the better set. But it was still nice to see new Jurassic Park stuff coming out.
And better availability. They're not so
Yeah.
exclusive now, so that's good.
They've got some zip ties kind of holding the smash function together, so I couldn't get it to fully smash. But yeah, I played with it a couple times in the store there, but then moved on. What else do we have? Oh, so got some news for the Marvel Epic Heroes series. The Thanos figure is up for pre-order on Amazon. And this was posted by In Pursuit Toys over on Instagram. So if you want to follow them, In Pursuit Toys posted a link. I also posted a link in the comments, so you could go check that out. But this is that 4-inch Thanos Deluxe figure. Now, when I clicked on the link, it did not have the option to pre-order, but I was able to save it to my favorites. So when it does become available, it'll be very easy to find. So yeah, I think he's a solid looking Thanos. I like the style. I like that his glove is removable. That's pretty cool. And
Also looks like he has
his full articulation.
I was going to say, it looks like he has knees and elbows. So
he definitely has knees, elbows, shoulders. I don't know if they arc out, you know, his pauldron or whatever that is there might block that. And then also he's got kind of like that big belt, which may block his legs from kicking out. But the other figures did have that type of articulation, so I'm guessing it does. I don't know. It almost looks like his arm could rotate up and still stay under that. He just couldn't go past, you know, here, like T-posing. So I like it. I can't wait. It says it's due out January 1st. So if you want to check the link in the description and get yourself one, just save it for now to your favorites. And when it becomes available, you'll be able to get one. So thanks to...
I like the fact that they're scaling these, you know, the big characters are actually, you know, pretty tall compared to the regular 1/18 scale.
This is my only Thanos that I have right now. And this was, I was going to bring this up on the turkeys. This was a 5-inch, but you see how they're super thin?
And no articulation.
Yeah, he just has arms. The legs don't move at all. And they look okay standing like this, but once you turn them to the side, you see how paper thin they are, you know. And I picked him up to scale with my 1/18 scale superhero figures, which, you know, he stands a lot taller than the one that they're putting out. I don't think will be quite as tall as him, but with the added articulation, he'll look a lot better.
Right. Definitely an upgrade.
Yep. And then we've got our O-ring updates. Guys, Legends of the Hidden Force, only 1 week left. So that backer kit is open till 11/30/2023. They do have this exclusive Master Hayakashi figure that is a Kickstarter exclusive. You can pick him up for the backer kit, but they need 9 more backers before it unlocks for everyone. So if you were thinking about picking something up, and you don't have to buy the whole line, you could buy the entire line, and it would include all the free exclusives. So you would get these figures plus any unlocked figures. Or you could just buy a figure, or if you don't even want to buy a figure, you could even back and just get these $12 Dominant Force accessory packs or the Leading Edge accessory pack. And these work with all your O-ring figures, and also are compatible with Lego, as far as I know. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. So you could use them for different things. So yeah, if you just want to pick those up, they only need 9 more backers in the next 5 days, and that unlocks a free figure for everyone. So there's a link in the description if you want to go check them out. Legends of the Hidden Force. Awesome stuff.
Very cool.
And for the next one, we've got Delta 17. And with that, we're going to run this awesome Delta 17 promo. Another
Well,
banger video
coming,
there, Jim. Great job.
thanks.
It looks
Coming
awesome.
soon. The Delta 17 website is active. If you want to go check it out, there's some great toy photography there, as well as some bios on the characters. They're not active for selling the figures yet, but that will be coming very soon.
Yeah,
As soon as
very,
we
very
know,
soon.
we'll let you know. Yeah.
And I gotta say, I know a lot of people like a lot of different things, and I'm just gonna say this here, man. I'm 118 for life. You know that. But I gotta say, man, I'm O-ring for life, man. Nothing like these O-ring dudes, man. They really they get me, man. They're my guys. So I am psyched for Delta 17. I would forsake all these other toys, for more O-ring stuff, and I can't wait. It's really reignited my love for the 118 scale. I'm getting even more, not that I'm not into GI Joe, but I'm getting more into it. I'm looking at vehicles and kind of looking and seeing how they could work with it. I absolutely love them. I don't think O-ring's dead. I think it's making a comeback, and I'm pretty
Yep.
excited for it. So,
Oh, before we go further,
yeah, just like we
G-Force was saying, the vintage Luke and Grogu is on sale on Amazon. So if you wanted to get that on discount, check that out. That's a good deal.
Yeah, a lot of great stuff. And like I said, go to Toy Connections. He did a great story, explain the villains, explain the heroes. And over there on Toy Habits, you can go check out the article, which explains all the characters as well. Can't wait to get those in hand. And it's happening sooner than you think, folks. Pretty soon. Can't say anything else, but we
Yeah.
are getting them.
Tentatively, we're looking at January, but we don't know an exact date or anything yet. But we will let you know as soon as we know something official.
Yeah,
Boba Hicks.
and they are booked for NWO Ring for Life. Nice. They are booked for Joe Fest too. So if you're going to Joe Fest,
Oh yeah,
like I said, and this line, just so you know, it's completely made. It's 100% made. It's shipped. It's in stock. Every figure, you'll be able to choose one or all of them and buy them at your leisure. So pretty cool.
right. So there won't be any year-long wait, no Kickstarter. Once they get them in and they're active, you'll be able to get them right away. So that's going to be awesome. Hey,
Ted, how's it going, buddy? And yeah, that's pretty great. So and you'll be able to pick them up at Joe Fest, and that'll be awesome as well. So look forward to the comic coming out. Getting some in hand at Joe Fest if you're not.
They're going to be at a couple of other toy conventions also. We'll get a list of those as soon as we know.
Yeah, I think they did a bang up job with that. Really great. I can't wait. The only other thing I had for this week was just some toy hauls. So Chap Mei, I picked up this, which we saw the Dino playset, which we've seen plenty of times. But this is the Kid Connection version. Comes with 2 dinosaurs, a little ATV, and 2 figures.
Nice.
I've walked past this set a bunch of times and said, oh, maybe I could use that. It's only $14.99. You get 2 dinosaurs, a mini vehicle, and 2 figures. But, I was kind of sitting there in the aisle. I was bored, and I was playing around. And I noticed that this figure has really good articulation. He's got shoulder joints. And for a Chap Mei figure, that's, now his blue jumpsuit with blue boots, maybe, not the best, but there's a lot of sculpted details there. And you get a ton of accessories. Look at all those things. So yeah, there's just some of them. They don't all fit in their hands perfectly, but they're all pretty good. There's like a walking stick, a camera, a little tablet, a couple pairs of binoculars, a water bottle, a canteen, a couple lanterns, pickaxe, machete, combat knife. There's a lot of good things. They are a little on the tall side. They are 4-inch figures, but you could see next to Batman, whose knees are a little bent in that picture, so that wasn't the best one. But they're a little proud of the 4-inch scale. They're a little tall, but solid.
Now, Will,
figure.
do you think this is going to be similar to what we'll see in the Acid Troops as far as size?
Yeah,
and
I'm looking at like even the guy's face, and it almost looks like
might be the same mold.
It might even be the same guy, just with different painted hair. And and a different vest on or a torso. But yeah, you can get some pretty good poses with these guys. Now, these don't twist at the wrist, and I think the acid guys do, and they don't bend at there's no split. You can't do a split with them, but you can bend the knees. You can get them into some pretty good poses, which is a real step up for Chap Mei, considering most of the figures you get are, just kind of 5 POA and, not really the best. But yeah, I was pretty happy with the set. I don't have all of the guys out. I didn't play with the dinos yet, but there's a lot of good features in there. I'll probably be taking a closer look at it later. But yeah, that was a nice pickup. Spin Master. I got my first Spin Master Batman figure in a very long time. So I saw him on the pegs, and I haven't seen this one before. This is it's like a battle armor Batman, and these are the old chunkers, the chunky style, not the movie ones, which are a little slimmer. They're growing on me, but I always preferred these. Now this blue one has been out for a while, but I've never seen the black version of the battle armor, and I kind of like it. I mean, I seen that blue one and I passed on it. I never bought it. I didn't really like it, but for some reason this one kind of spoke to me. I thought he looked pretty cool. Apparently it's been out since 2022, and I just saw them in my area, which is another testament to how bad the distribution is for all these kind of figures, because this thing's been out for over a year and I just saw it on the shelf at Walmart. I was just excited to see something new because it's just been peg warmers for over a year now.
Yeah, I think
yeah,
being in the
if you
holiday
like that-
season, we're going to see a couple of new sets start popping up. That'll be good, or at least new to
Yeah.
you.
So I was able to pick him up. And yeah, and he was only, just so you know, this Batman figure was $6.97. He was only $7.
Nice.
So for me, it's a solid Batman, and he came with some nice. You know what? That's messed up. Unless no, I thought I had weapons, but I took pictures of them. I guess I didn't include it. But he came with let me show you. He came with a sword, which is hit the wrong button there. Okay. He comes with a bat sword, which I think is just an odd an odd accessory for Batman. But he also came with this bat shield. And I don't know if you remember the Justice League episode where they went back and he was the Black Knight.
That would make sense.
Yeah,
I was going to say,
kind of cool.
If he ends up in Narnia with your other guys, he can bring his magic sword.
True. And he comes with this huge batarang. So that's almost like a what is the Klingon weapon? The
batleth.
The batleth. It's almost like that. And I guess, so yeah, and then I got a nice little toy haul from Bjorn. He says, I see you got my package. Yes, I did. Thank you very much, Bjorn. And I'm wearing my my Chucky's Toys t-shirt today.
Cool.
In honor of that. But yeah, these were over on his sidewalk sale. He had some of these Narnia figures. I showed them on the last stream, but I thought I'd show them again, and maybe I didn't zoom in on the picture. Just being lazy there. Let me show. But yeah, we had this nice Centaur. Yeah, and then you've got
cool
what's that little dude's name? He's a mouse.
Oh, Reepicheep.
Yeah, and he's a little mouse with a rapier. So I liked him. And I don't have many fantasy figures. I didn't know they existed. And when I saw them on Bjorn had a sidewalk sale at the toy shop he works at, Chucky's Toys, by the way. And he was nice enough to go out there with a camera and show us all. And I saw those and I was like, hey, they don't exist. And the price was great. So I was able to pick up a couple of those figures. And like I said, and that's right. Yes, it was from Clem Auto. I saw that and I laughed. I took a picture of it, but then I was trying to cover up the address and I couldn't do it. And then, he gave me a handful of these knockoff characters. There's a couple adventure people, and the one I want to show you is the one in the middle there is like a Leonard the Core figure with like that fedora on, and someone put that side satchel on there, almost like a Indiana Jones, like a knockoff Indiana Jones explorer figure. He is covered in dirt. That is real dirt from like outside in the yard. So that's what I love about this figure is that he is like, someone had him and they were like, I got the best adventure, and they dug a hole in the ground and stuck him in it and had him, go on. So he's seen some stuff. I'm going to try and clean him up and get his arm twisting again, because that one arm is like locked. He probably has sand or dirt in there or something. But yeah, some beaters just to have fun with. Those Leonard the Core construction workers are always good. That was a series they did in like the late 90s. Always nice to have those. But yeah, some nice choices there. And Bjorn said he
I really
just had
love
another
those. Yeah, love those adventure people, especially with the beer and steer technology hands. One hand on the wheel, one hand holding a cold one.
And you can see they're a little shorter than like a 3 3/4 inch figure, but they fit in. I don't care anymore. They all fit in my world. So then, yeah, my brother Mike also sent me a nice package. He's been picking stuff up on Marketplace whenever he sees it. He sees something cool. So he got me this nice Power of the Force 2 Luke on a speeder bike. Pretty awesome.
Nice.
Can't have too many of those. And a nice Power of the Force 2 land speeder, which I didn't have. So I'm really happy to get this. Yeah, that guy's saying, yeah, you don't know what I've seen, man. I've seen some things. That kid definitely.
Do action figures get PTSD? I don't know.
He probably has it. Yeah, I just love it. I love that figure just for that. So yeah, thanks, bro. He sent these to me. I didn't know they were coming, so that was a big surprise. And then also this really nice G.I. Joe APC, and it's missing a little piece there. I have an APC. And the really nice thing is the top looks real clean on this one, whereas the one I have in my display case has some like discoloration to it. So I think I'm going to move the Canon over, put this one on there, and then do a repaint on my discolored one and make it look more, like the, I don't think I could do a Z-Force justice, but maybe I could do like an SAS or like Delta 17 or something like that.
Yeah.
Right? Like a Delta 17 APC command center, maybe 3D print some stuff on the inside, like a little like Palatoy kind of got rid of some of the benches and put like a work, like a mission table or something there. I could do something like that maybe, and it'd be really cool. Black that sucker out, do it like Night Force, but like Delta 17 colors. They got a little bit of that.
That would be a fun, that'd be a fun custom.
Yeah. So this showed up and I was just like, what do I do with this thing, man? The APC is awesome, but I'm kind of inspired, and maybe 3D print like a sit-in turret, like the upgrade they did for Palatoy. Because on the G.I. Joe version, it's just a gun. Play trauma stress disorder. Yeah, on the Joe version, it's just a cannon. But then Palatoy did the very smart idea of making it a turret that the figure could sit down in. So
and the missiles,
maybe, yeah, 3D it had a missile rack too, yeah. So I could jazz it up a little bit that way. And
if only you knew somebody with a 3D printer that could help you, make some custom bits.
Yeah. So now I'm inspired because I got this free APC from my brother. So thank you very much, Mike. I appreciate it. This thing is going to go to good use. So thank you, everyone. You are the best. That's all I got for this week. Anyone have any questions? Are we going to check out the poll, see who's in the? Oh, well, I'd say anyone wants to vote. You've got. What do you think? Like a minute? One more minute to vote. Yeah, we'll wait another minute. Get your votes in. But it looks like so far we've got someone in the lead there. I'm not going to say who. I guess you could look at the poll and see. But yeah. Hey, Jeff, how are you? So yeah, anyone have any questions or anything they want to share? Anything? We'll give it a minute, and then we'll go to the poll, announce our winner, and that'll be it for this week on the 1A team. What are some of the things we got
You got
coming
anything
up?
else? Oh, I was gonna ask you the same question. I
Oh,
have
okay.
we're working on the AF3. We're working on Trigger. Trigger's coming up.
Best
Um,
character. Yeah, he's awesome.
he is a fan favorite. I'm working on something for our larger scale brethren, the 1/6 guys. The Adventure Team 76 is going to have another video coming out featuring a new vehicle for my team. And I think we might have some more stuff coming with Unheimlich. I've got another one on liminal spaces I'm working on. Hopefully, we'll get that out pretty soon.
Oh, yeah, I like that. That's a subject I could really dig into. So I'm really happy about that. Josiah asks if there's any news on the Marauders Vietnam line. Now, I'm not the guy to ask, but I know Bjorn Jorgensen in the chat is the dude to ask. So Bjorn, what do you think, dude? Any news on that? Because Bjorn's going to come on the show and do a whole feature once those puppies roll in. So we're just waiting for them to come in.
Bjorn's got some
so,
great ideas for doing a custom team with those new Vietnam figures, but no new news that we know of.
That's coming up once they come in. We're going to do a show. So Bjorn is really excited to get that done, but he has been waiting. So we'll wait for him to answer there. Rolando, how are you, buddy? I see him saying hi to people in the chat. You know what we'll do real quick? We're going to play that HELLADOPE commercial real quick. And when we come back, we'll close the poll and we'll close out the show. How's that?
Okay. That's a catchy tune.
It is. It's fantastic. All right. So that's it, guys. That's the poll. Did you guys see it? Did it pop up there? So it looked like to end, we've got the Justice Jogger is the winner with 43% of the votes. Neon Superfly and Tin Man both tied at 23%, and the Batmech only 7%. The Batmech is what I voted for. So O-Ring for life, G.I. Joe for life. I got to stick with my boys there. So awesome. Thank you so much, guys. Congratulations to Gojatron with winning on his his Justice Jogger. Fantastic. Thank you all for coming. Thank you, Jim, for the kick-ass little things there. You like me. You really like me. I love them all. So thank you so very much. Have a great week, everyone. And I don't know. Stay cool.